And welcome to the first game of the afternoon between Futsal Factory and the Perth Pumas. Running a couple of minutes behind in the stream, but 5 or so minutes into the game, the scores are still at 0-0. No clear-cut opportunities yet for either side, and just going through the lineups for Futsal Factory. Number 4, John van der Heijden. Number 1, Jason Madeira. Number 23, Alex Rashid Livings. Number 11, Harry Livings. Number 8, Kyle Standing. Number 99, Oliver Standing. And number 7, Sandy McKay. And for the Perth Pumas, number 25, Rama Elliott. Number 10, Kai John. Number 34, Kevin Pensili. Number 44, Ahmad Jahel. Number 2, Andrei Gnachenko. And number 18, Gordon Tiong. That's Pensili on the ball now. He runs out of room. And a factory kick in to follow. Van der Heijden heads over to take it. Livings and McKay on now. Livings back to Van der Heijden. Down the line to McKay, who scored last week for the Factory in their 1-1 draw against the Andinos. An equaliser in what proved to be the last goal of the game in a 1-1 draw, despite a lot of chances after that. And here McKay is. That one is blocked behind by Tiong. Tiong, a former Australian international, was part of this side in the 2019 IFA World Cup and ever-present captain of the Perth Pumas. John van der Heijden on the ball now. In the middle, Livings. And he runs out of room. Good pressure from Jahel, who will get it back from the side. And Jahel's ball intercepted by van der Heijden, who's kept it in somehow. And van der Heijden scoops over the bar. Elliott on the ball. Left for Pensili. Jahel, and he's been pressed. Van der Heijden. And again, that one even closer. On the left foot, John van der Heijden, probably the best opportunity of the match yet, and the Pumas have to be careful. A couple of cheap giveaways, and Jahel with no real options. Van der Heijden again fires over the bar, and Ignachenko looks for the quick release onto the head of Pensili, who can't control it. And now McKay. And McKay, a rare loose pass from the number 7. Tiong. Pensili. Tiong again. Back to Pensili. Part of the Northern Hawks Futsal Supa-Liga championship winning side over in Brisbane just under a month ago as Livings. Van der Heijden. And his shot high and wide again. Factory with a couple of opportunities here, but they're squandering them. And Ignachenko. Tiong. Over the top. And it's been given away. Van der Heijden. Can't beat Tiong. And the ball is spilled loose to Elliott. Pumas can get a bit more fluent possession going. Pensili, Elliott. He shoots, and that one deflected. It slows it down enough for Madeira. McKay. Van der Heijden to Nick van der Heijden. Livings looks for the return ball, but it's intercepted, and it's a good ball over the top by Elliott. Jahel. And a powerful strike from Jahel, but didn't have the accuracy. The number 44. The Eritrean, a pacey flanker, Ahmad Jahel is. Been in good form over the past couple of seasons, really developed into one of the senior players of the Perth Pumas side. As that one's won by Tiong. He's got Elliott outside of him, but opts for the shot instead. And Madeira to McKay. Van der Heijden. And he's been double teamed. Livings, McKay. And he gets the shot off McKay. That one didn't miss by much. Off about a step. Narrowly evading the top corner on the left foot. As Pinselli. And here goes long, but to no one in particular. Van der Heijden. To Nick Van der Heijden, who looks for McKay, but the number 7 can't get it under control. And I think it's worth a mention, the Perth Pumas without any substitutes on the bench. So getting anything out of this game will be a win, you'd think, if you were in their shoes. The Factory only with the 2, as Jahil weaving wins the side ball. Pinselli with the strike, and it's just rolled past the back post. It was a big chance for Elliot, who was lurking but didn't react in time. And on a day like today, when you don't have the luxury of having substitutes, you will need to take those kind of chances. Ignichenko, Jahel, he's got a bit of space now, one-on-one with Standing. And Standing, the number 99, gets the foot in. Tiong gets beyond McKay, ball to the back post, but again, no runners in sight. And Pumas maybe getting in a little bit more of their rhythm after a couple of early giveaways at the back. The last few minutes sees them pick up a few more chances. And here's one again. Elliot on the weaker left foot. That one's behind for a corner. And Jahel, we know he can strike him on both feet. And it's a good cross-court ball. Tiong, another player who's both-footed, but he's touched too heavy and forced to retreat to Pinsilli. Factory looking to push the Pumas back a bit deeper. And that ball to Rama Elliot, a good one. Tiong's won the loose ball. And that one fired into Standing and out for a side ball. And Tiong, he'll look to strike him. Back rolls to Jahel, and he hits it. Looked goal bound, but blocked by Livings on the way. As Pinselli to Tiong. On the left foot, and that's a good goal from Gordon Tiong. Left foot, right foot, it doesn't matter. He shows us all a bit of his class, scores the opener for the Pumas. And what a goal that was on the instant replay. Off little more than a step on the weaker left foot, Gordon Tiong puts that one into the roof of the net. A powerful, powerful effort. Catching Madeira off guard, but now here's a chance at the other end. It was Standing, forcing the save out of Ignichenko. It's gone behind for a corner. A ball over the top, McKay, and it's a good header from Sandy McKay. Another good save from Ignichenko, who's been alert during these opening stages of the match. Standing to take. Livings shoots, blocked by Ignichenko. Livings on the follow-up. And it's blocked once again. Jahil not taking any risks. Putting that one into touch. As Nick Van der Heijden back on. Down the line for Standing, who goes back to Van der Heijden. Oliver Standing into the feet of Kyle, who circles back around, assessing his options, plays McKay, back to Standing. Inside, Van der Heijden, out to McKay, who shoots from distance, but Shots like that aren't going to be worrying the Pumas, as Ignichenko has found Jahel all alone. But the Eritrean couldn't get his touch right. And that one rolling out at the other end. Ignichenko will collect it. And Jahel is in space. Elliott down the line for Jahel. Can he keep it in? He does. But he runs out of real estate in the end. Out for a keeper's ball with Madeira, who plays to Standing. Standing's ball a loose one. And it's an early timeout from the Perth Pumas. Having said that, they get to a match. More a strategical one at that, rather than anything going wrong. They've got the lead. They're playing well. Tiong's got the difference at the moment. And we'll be back in a moment with the restart. As we're about to get back underway. Elliott under instant pressure. Penselli looking to drive through the middle, and it's a foul from Van der Heijden. Penselli looks to take it quickly. And Van der Heijden preventing the quick restart. He goes into the book. But probably a smart yellow card, as Elliott would have been in acres of space had the ball gotten through. And Penselli just inside the attacking third, and his shot deflected over the bar and out for a corner. Tiong leaves for Penselli, who looks for Tiong in the corner, but the pass wasn't quite where it needed to be. Van der Heijden down the line, Standing. Well defended by Elliott, and they're in a bit of a tussle, but Standing comes away with it. And still Standing, he gets it out to Van der Heijden. Livings. And that one's intercepted by Jahel. And Standing's tried to go through Jahel there. He's caught him late.
The ball is nowhere near it.
And the foul's been given. Standing may be lucky to not go into the book. Jahel, who's coming back from an injury. We'll have to be careful to not get hurt again. As Tiong, he shoots, and this one deflected behind. Lays it off to Jahel, a loose touch, and now Van der Heijden. He goes back to his keeper, but it's given away right in front of the goal. Factory get numbers back. Penselli, Tiong, and what a goal! Gordon Tiong, right into the top corner. He's doubled his money and doubled the advantage for the Perth Pumas. And both on the left foot. I think that one was better than the last one. An early contender for man of the match, Gordon Tiong, a captain's goal, and he's won it back again. He goes himself, breaking into the penalty area, but it's won back by the Factory. And cleared away. And the Pumas, who on paper without any subs, missing a couple of their big names, might have looked the underdogs, but Gordon tearing off his own left boot says otherwise. Is Pinselli to Teung again, and Pinselli sliding over. Jahel, he does well, and you can see the Pumas are trying to play into the 4-0 to get that space in behind. Jahel will be one of their outlets. He's quick over the top. As standing now, and that one's cut out by Elliott, who gives it to Teung. 1-on-1 with standing. He loses out though, and Van der Heiden's on the attack. Pinselli with a good sliding tackle. Van der Heiden to John Van der Heiden, who plays it out to Standing. Two sets of brothers on the court for the Factory. And a shot from distance. The tap in from John Van der Heiden. Ignichenko did well to make the initial save, but it was only parried into the path of John Van der Heiden. We'll see if we can catch it on the instant replay. We just missed the end of it, but we've got the celebration. And just before halftime, Factory have gotten themselves within touching distance of this match. And Teung given away. McKay with the pressure. And Ignichenko has come out and collected well. And Elliott Jahel. And it's given away. Van der Heiden. But Pinselli defends well. And into the final minute of the first half. Looking for Jahel down the line, but it's blocked by McKay. Elliott. Pinselli. And over the top. And Madeira with an unorthodox save. That one almost being turned into his own net there, Nick Van der Heiden. Pinselli, and that's a good goal from Pinselli. It took a deflection on the way through. And I don't know who the goal will get awarded to, but Pinselli put the initial effort on target. So you have to think with him. The Pumas restore the 2-goal advantage going into halftime, and Kevin Pinselli, a renowned goal scorer, always up there in the MVP votes, and proving a little bit of that after scoring an unlucky own goal last week. He makes up for it, putting one into the right goal this time as Van der Heiden. His shot blocked by Jahel. And 34 seconds left on the clock rather. The Pumas will want to see the first half out. Van der Heiden through the middle. Elliott, Teung, Pinselli. Can they get one more before halftime? Livings cuts it out and Standing comes back on. Teung. In fact, Pinselli. 1-on-1 with Livings. Elliott. Teung. Down the line. In the back row looking for Elliott. But it's intercepted. 13 seconds left and Ignichenko is happy to see that one out. And the Pumas will get some numbers forward. Ignichenko can launch this one into the danger area. And here goes long, looking for Teung. Livings probably could have let that one go, but didn't want to take any risks. There's Teung, Jahel, and that one's saved. And there we have it for the first half. The whistle goes. 3-1 to the Perth Pumas. Gordon Tiong scoring a double and an own goal for John van der Heijden, riding out the scoring for the team in red. Jonathan van der Heijden scoring up at the other end for the Factory, and we'll have a look at the goals of the week from last round. And off we have it with the second half. The Perth Pumas controlling the bulk of possession and having the better of the chances in the first half. Sitting comfortably at 65% possession, 5 shots and the 3 goals. So they've been very efficient in front of net. Likewise with the Futsal Factory, 3 shots, 1 on target and the 1 goal. As Tiong, the scorer of 2 of the Pumas goals, lets that one roll under his foot. A standing. McKay. Livings. Standing. McKay again. Back to Kyle Standing, who's one-on-one with Elliott. Looks to cut inside. Gets beyond Tiong as well. And plays it back to Oliver Standing. McKay. Standing. That one's intercepted. And Elliott. The through ball blocked by Kyle Standing. And Tiong. Jahel. And he goes for a run himself, Jahel, but he's lost out. Livings. He shoots from range. Standing. Just about keeps it in. McKay looks to go through the legs of Pincelli, but nothing doing. They get it back from the side, the Factory. Standing. He shoots from range, but that one over the bar. Jahel. The 1-2 with Tiong. And he's got Elliott at the back post if he can find him, but Jahel runs out of room there. Standing. Looking for McKay, but the pass didn't have the direction on it. It rolls through to Ignichenko at the other end. And that's well defended by Standing. McKay on the left foot, behind for a side ball in favour of the Factory. McKay to Livings. Standing. And he hangs on to it. Oliver Standing in the middle. McKay. And a good effort from McKay. Livings had to be a second earlier on the follow-up, but he's still pressing Jahel. He's almost won it back, and Jahel's given that one away. McKay. He does really well there, McKay, and gets half a shot off, but it rolls past the back post. Ignichenko will restart from the keeper throw, and he goes long. That one's misjudged by Standing, but doesn't cost him in the end. As Living comes off, Van der Heiden's on, and he gets on the ball immediately in space. Pulls it back for Standing, who finds Mackay. Standing, out to Kyle Standing. He's got his brother Ollie down the line, trying to work a shot off, but a congested area of the court, and the Futsal Factory will have a corner. They've got to make opportunities like this count. A loose ball picked up by Van der Heiden. And he opts to shoot, but he didn't hit that one cleanly. It wasn't on target. It's Pinsali driving forward. And that one is cut out by Standing. He's in a tussle with Pinsali and knocks it behind for a side ball the way the Pumas. Ollie Standing off, John Van der Heiden on. It's Pinsali, he shoots, and it's a good effort, but an even better save from Madeira, fingertips around the crossbar. Madeira, man of the match last week against the Andinos. Made a couple of match-winning saves to keep the Factory in it and secure a point on their return to the Supa-Liga. As Cheong appeals for the ball going out, but referee Ton Claver stands firm and says the whole ball didn't cross the line. It's Cheong from the corner. Jahel on the left foot. And Madeira didn't touch that one on the way through. The Factory get it back. Concilius cut it out. However, he couldn't keep it in. Van der Heiden to Nick Van der Heiden. Mackay in the middle. And very nearly from John Van der Heiden into the side netting, but it was a good turn and shot from the number 4. Ignichenko fakes the long throw before giving it short to Elliott, who plays it to Teong. Teong gets beyond Mackay and almost beyond Standing as well. However, the push from Standing was enough for the foul to be given. And a free kick in a good area for the Perth Pumas. Teong can strike him from this kind of distance. However, Standing has come away with that one almost, but Pinsali defends well. Teong, they've got the overlap, the Pumas. Pinsali, and he shoots. He had Elliott at the back post, who might have been the better option. Jahel down the line. Elliott, but defended well by Mackay. Elliott almost cuts inside, but Standing defends well. Mackay. Van der Heiden. Can he get a shot off? Ball to the back post, and it's taking a deflection. Lucky for the Pumas to not see that one turned in. As Standing, Van der Heiden gets beyond Teong, but he finds himself in the corner, and that one's been given away. Elliott through the legs of Standing, and again, but Mackay uses his body and shields it out. Factory get the ball back as Van der Heiden to Nick Van der Heiden, who looks for the diagonal ball to Mackay. John Van der Heiden, Livings, and he shoots from range. Van der Heijden was there in case it spilled loose to his feet, but Ignachenko palmed it behind for a corner. Livings, actually it was Van der Heijden rather. He goes on the left foot. That one blocked by Elliott. And ball wasn't placed correctly on the line. Tiong. Chahel. Panseli. Through to Chahel, who's one-on-one, in to score. But it's a big save from Madeira. And Chahel, with his head in his hands, he knows he should have put that one away. He had so much time and space. And that one from Panseli blasted up Madeira. Behind for a corner. In fact, sorry, behind for a side ball, rather. And Chahel wins a corner for his side. Headed clear by McKay. Ball still alive. And Elliott shot blocked. Panseli fires wide of the goal. They're standing back on now. Madeira to Van der Heijden. Inviting the pressure in from the Pumas. Livings. Through the middle, and it's a good ball. Van der Heijden's away. Can he finish? Ignachenko denies him. But a good turn from Van der Heijden. He's got that quick acceleration and a very powerful strike on both feet. Ignachenko stood tall and denied him. He's been in good form, Andre Ignachenko. And ball over the top from Elliott. Chahel and Madeira. But Madeira gets there first. Is standing. Van der Heijden. Chahel comes in. Tiong skips past Van der Heijden and looks to get past Livings, but the ball's rolled out. As standing Livings, standing again. Livings looks to cut inside and does. Standing. Ball's just about got him through. Van der Heijden. This one by Panseli. He's got Elliott in support. Kevin Panseli. Denied by Madeira. In a corner once again. Another big save by the factory number 2. And that ball in the danger area. The timeout being called by the Pumas. 7 minutes left on the clock. And we'll just go through the in-game statistics. Possession still heavily favouring the Perth Pumas, 58% to 42. The pass completion, 73% for the Pumas, 72% for the factory. The total pass count, however, very much similar. The Perth Pumas 140 completed passes, the factory 134. So not too much separating these two sides. Game still very much in the balance. Big chances at either end. However, it is the Pumas who are in the hot seat. They hold the lead 3-1 with just over 7 minutes remaining. As Panseli, and he looks to catch Madeira off guard, but he stands tall and starts standing on the attack. Van der Heijden, but it's cut out by Elliott. Panseli under pressure and a chance for the factory. Ignachenko makes the save. And Pincelli's away on the counter attack for the Pumas. He's got Jahel at the back post. Runs out of room. And can't keep the cross in. Van der Heijden standing, looking to thread the ball through. And Elliott can't keep it in. Living's looking to take this one quickly. Standing to Standing, who looks to cut inside. Van der Heijden. Livings, a good save from Ignachenko. And it's gone in on the follow-up by Van der Heijden. They're right back in the match, the Factory. John Van der Heijden getting his second one of the match, and a couple of injuries for the Pumas. Are they going to be able to carry on? Elliott looks like he's pulled his hamstring. Tiong sitting on the floor, and with over 5 minutes remaining, it's not going to be easy for them to see this one out. The Factory only 1 goal behind now, but with the 2 substitutes. And an unfortunate scene we're seeing. It doesn't look like Elliott is going to be able to carry on. As we've mentioned, no subs on the bench. Unless Jan will decide to kit up for the remaining 5 minutes. We'll skip to a temporary ad break. In fact, no, looks like the game will be carrying on. The Perth Pumas are going to have to play with just 4 players. And a real opportunity for the Futsal Factory. It looks like they'll be playing against 3 players for the remainder of the match. So, a big ask. Can they hold on? The Factory are the hot favourites to win now. And Standing, the save from Ignachenko. Tiong, could he finish against the run of play? Very nearly, Tiong. Unlucky for the Pumas. They've got numbers back. As many numbers as they can get. They've got to do everything they can to run down the clock. Still plenty of time left. Van der Heijden. And it's another good save from Ignachenko. He's going to be relied on heavily if the Pumas to get something out of the match today. And it's poor from Mackay, who can't direct his volley anywhere near the goal, forcing Madeira to come off his line to keep that one in play. It's Standing now. He fires. And another save from Ignachenko. We're going to see constant pressure from the Factory. The Pumas will look to sit back and hit them on the counter-attack. Another block shot. And it's all Factory at the moment, as you'd expect. But shots like that aren't going to cut it. Elliott, it looks like he might be getting ready to come back on. He has. He's going to put himself on the court somewhere, as injured as he may be. Even if he just stands and takes up some space, it's going to be better than nothing. But he's looking comfortable on the ball now. That's a good pass down the line to Jahel, who can't get beyond Mackay. Elliott, Tiong, Pincelli loses that to Van der Heijden. It's a real opportunity now. His ball to Standing. Can't find the number 99. As Elliott will take this one. In fact, no, it'll be Ignachenko. It will be Elliott. We were right the first time. It's his ball in the middle to Jahel, who opts for Pincelli. And Pincelli forced all the way back. Elliott under pressure, but does well, stays calm. And Tiong looking for the return ball, but the injured Rama Elliott can't get there. 3 minutes left on the clock. The Pumas lead by a goal. Standing, Mackay. And he shoots, but that one's blocked. Standing does well to turn Tiong. down the line. And Vanna Hayden looking for the return ball inside. McKay. And they want the handball, but it's not being given. And McKay shot, trickling past the post. And John Vanna Hayden, the goal scorer for the Factory, is looking to get himself back on the court. Elliot's ball needed a bit more pepper on it, but it's cut out by the lively Jahel, who's driving at defenders and standing. He's complaining, but he did grab Jahel and he picks up the yellow card for his trouble as well. And Jahel in striking range. Jahel! Madeira stood flat-footed, but lucky for his sake, it was left of the post. Teon cuts it out and gets beyond. Standing. Elliott's in the middle. Teon's still going. Elliott. Pincelli loses out, but hangs onto it. Pincelli and retreats back to his keeper in Ignichenko. He's getting pressed, but he gets the ball out to Pincelli. And the Pumas have an overlap. Pincelli's got to work it quicker. Elliott, toe poke. Blocked by Elliott again. And Teong. McKay comes away with it. Cuts inside. Van der Heijden. Can he get the shot off on the left foot? Van der Heijden forces the save out of Ignichenko. And McKay coming to the bench. John Van der Heijden back on. And he looks for it over the top, but it's a poor ball. Starting clears up well. And Van der Heijden, loose pass on the follow-up. A minute 46 left to go. The game could go either way. The Factory have fought so hard to get themselves back in the match. And they're within a kick of a draw, despite trailing the entire length of the game so far. The Pumas with an illegal block giving away the foul. And Van der Heijden standing over this one. And it's a good save off the shot of Van der Heijden by Ignichenko. Pincelli into Teong, who will get it back. A minute 29 left. We're deep into stop clock territory. It's over the top. Pincelli, but that's a big save. A big save from Madeira. Tipping the lob over the bar. Jahel looking for Pincelli at the back post. But now Futsal Factory on the counter attack. It's a foul by Teong. He's gonna go. Well, I thought he was gonna go into the book. The referee says no. Tom Glavovic had his hand in his pocket for nothing. It's Van der Heijden. Standing shoots. That one wide of the goal. And Jan on now. Not sure what they're going to be trying here. Jan makes the sub. And Ignichenko back on. It looks like it was just to get an appearance. And Jahel Pincelli holding it up in the corner. And ball over the top. Van der Heijden, a 2-on-1, but it was cut out. And the ball spilled loose, but just behind John Van der Heijden. And 47 seconds left on the clock. The Pumas have done all they can so far. They won't want to give it away now. And a good cross-court ball looking for Elliott. He lunges, but he can't get there. And plays it into Elliott. Standing. And Teong with the interception. 30 seconds are left now. Factory have to be efficient. Standing. Vanderheiden. They've got to make it count now. And they've got the ball. 19, 18, 17, 16 seconds left on the clock. Standing. Shoots from range. But Ignichenko pushes that one behind. And Pansili being told he's standing too close. That only ate up 1 second. Ball looking through the middle. Standing.
7 seconds.
One last roll of the dice for Futsal Factory. They've got to get a shot off. They're going to run out of time. And the Pumas hold on demand. But they get the job done in the end. A Gordon Teong double. A John Vanderheiden own goal enough to separate the two sides. Vanderheiden and an own goal for Teong. So only 2 players scoring on the field for both sides. Vanderheiden scoring 1 and scoring an own goal. Teong scoring 2 and scoring an own goal. There's an interesting statistic for you. And we'll just run through the post-game statistics. And you can see the Factory really picked it up in the second half. 33 shots, 13 on target, 2 goals, 6 corner kicks. To the Pumas, 26 shots, 12 on target, 3 goals. So a very evenly matched game. The Perth Pumas still controlled the bulk of possession, 57% to 43%. Passes were very much even, 240 to 239, and along with passing percentage. And we'll be back in a moment with the Andinos playing against the Phoenix Futsal Club in the women's. I'm out.